Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Warm-ups have started for the 12U game today for the North Stars versus St. Clair Shores 12U team. It'll be another league game for both teams for the Michigan Girls Hockey League. Got a countdown clock down to about 1 minute before the game starts. North Stars play today. Camille will be in net. And they also have a game tomorrow. It'll be at Huntington or at Honey Baked in Detroit. That game starts at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. tomorrow. We did a sound check here. I think we're working. If you can hear us, give us a thumbs up on our video stream. Pretty cool, unique opportunity for the girls today. Get to play at Huntington Center, home of the Toledo Walleye, downtown Toledo. Now, the girls have had the fortune of being able to play at the Huntington Center every year for the last few years, as well as Ottawa Park outdoor rink. So a lot of cool opportunities for the girls this year. St. Clair Shores is from the north side of Detroit, up by the lake edge up there. North of Detroit, maybe about a half an hour or so. Looks like we'll play 14 minutes on the clock. That's somewhat of an abbreviated warm-up. Hopefully the girls did a good enough warm-up before game to get the blood moving. I think the North Stars come into the game now. I think their record is probably around 8-12, somewhere close to that. They had a 6-game winning streak. Was that a 6-game winning streak, right? After the tournament win in Silver Sticks, and then 2 more wins after that. And then they dropped one 2-0 last week at Kensington Valley. All right, looks like we're ready to go. We'll start off with Hunter at right, Cora at center, with Kai at left, and Michaela and Stella on defense. The referees check the goalies. We're ready to go. Drops the puck. St. Clair wins the draw. Back to the lefty. Passes it up. Now stolen by Cora. Cora's going to bring it into the zone to Hunter. Drops it back. Sent in deep by Stella into the corner now for Kai. Kai into the corner now, stolen by St. Clair. Over to Michaela. Michaela gets it up to Hunter. Hunter drives in, needs to send it in deep, sends it across ice. Into the corner now. Attacked by two North Stars, Kai and Cora. Back to Michaela at the wing at the point. Gets past Michaela. And North Star is going to get a breakaway. Misses wide. Far side board now to Hunter. Stolen by St. Clair Shores. Now Michaela picks it up. Tries to send her on the board and blocked by St. Clair Shores. North Stars need to get a change. Sent in deep from the right D of St. Clair. Far side wall now. Winger gets there. Stella battling. Hunter's there. Core is there. Into the middle slot there. Back to the right D. Send it through the slot and score. That was a rough start there already for the North Stars. That puts St. Clair Shores up 1-0. Looks like that went in 5 holes. 12:38 to go in the first period. So we'll get a line change. Mallory comes in with Gemma on right and Zoe on left. Mallory wins the draw. Back to Avery. Avery's in now with Emsley. Tries to pass it up to Gemma on the right wing. Cross ice pass now to Zoe. Zoe falls down. Mallory with the pressure. Pass up from the right D to the right wing. Cross ice pass now to the center. Dumps it in deep now. Avery attacks it to the right wing for St. Clair Shores. Back to the right D. Pressure by Zoe. Now it's in behind the goal. Avery. Stop, change direction. Back up to Zoe now. Got Mallory. Needs to pass it over. She does. Doesn't connect very well. Still in the neutral zone. Mallory gets there, sends it in deep. We'll get a line change. Braley's in there now with Jocelyn, Reagan. Avery gets it up to Jocelyn. It's at the blue line. Comes out back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn drives it up. Back to the Braley knocks it in the zone. And there's going to be a penalty, I think. Yep, it will be a hooking penalty, tripping penalty on Braley. Braley will go to the box. So she got a stick in the legs of St. Clair Shores player, went down, and a penalty was called. So now go on a penalty kill. Hunter will come in. Cora will come in with Michaela and Stella. A minute and a half on the penalty kill. Puck goes in behind the net. Michaela tries to get it to Hunter. Puck goes into the center of the ice, gets to a St. Clair Shores player, and puts it in. So it'll be a power play goal. And that'll put St. Clair Shores up 2-0. 11:06 to go in the first period. Cora will take the draw. Kai on left. Hunter on right. Hunter bangs it into the defensive zone, now into the neutral zone from the lefty. Back to Avery, who sends it off the board. Lefty for St. Clair. Now up to Kai. Neutral zone. She's being attacked by a defensive player. Kai stays with it. Hunter comes over. Still loosened behind the net. In the center. Over to the near side board. Emsley sends it into the slot. Now stolen by St. Clair Shores. Kai with the back check. Knocks it free. Back to Emsley now. Emsley D pass to Avery. Avery tries to pass it up to Hunter, who can't control the puck. St. Clair Shores brings it in. Sends it in deep. Mallory now in. Zoe now in. And Mallory sends it up the board. Cross right D sends it through the slot. Left winger now into the slot. Picks it up. Mallory can't control it. Knocked away by St. Clair Shores. Shot. Mallory sends it up to Zoe. Zoe can't control it. Back to the right D. Sends it now across the board now. Sent in deep by St. Clair Shores. Avery picks it up. Sends it up the wall. Right back to the left D for St. Clair Shores. Sends it right deep into the slot. Mallory smacks it up. Zoe can't get it out. Mallory can't get it out. Avery sends it in deep. It's off the skate. Zoe with the pressure behind the net. St. Clair Shores picks it up now. Skates it out. Pressure by Gemma. And Jocelyn's there. Kai skating with us today from the 10U team again. Stella tries to pass it up. Can't connect. St. Clair Shores, nice transition pass into the zone. Now it'll be offside call, though. So now the lines are all jumbled up for the North Stars. So they'll take the draw. 8:53 to go in the first period. St. Clair scores up 2-0. Jocelyn will take the draw on the neutral zone, wins it back. Good win. Back to Michaela, who tries to pass it up to Reagan. Reagan can't control it. St. Clair Shores sends it into the zone. Picked up now by the left winger. Sends it in deep for St. Clair Shores. Goes in behind the net. Michaela gets there. It's on her backhand. Off the board now. Tries to get up to Braley. Braley can't get her stick on it. Sent it in deep now. Right on net. Camille can't hold on to it. It's still loose. And we finally get a whistle. 8:26 to go. First period. Make sure you keep getting a shot of the. We'll take the defensive zone draw and the near side dot. Back to Kai. Gives it away to St. Clair Shores. Right D. Sends it in deep. Bounces off the back wall. Came out to Camille, who shoved it back in behind the net. Now Kai's got it. Going to carry it up the wall. Shifts it up off the wall. Goes in deep. St. Clair Shores will pick it up now in their defensive zone. Bangs it off the wall. Now stolen by. Now Kai gets a shot on net. First shot on net for the North Stars. Trickles in on net. The St. Clair Shores goalie stops the puck. We'll get a whistle. 7:53 to go. Get a line change. Mallory will come in. Gemma on right. Zoe on left. Near side dot. Offensive zone. Mallory wins it back to Emsley. Sends it through the slot. Sent into the far side corner. Pressure by Mallory. Pressure by Gemma. Knocks it free. St. Clair Shores is going to come away with a transition pass up to the center. Center passes it off the wall. Zoe, good hustle by Zoe to get back there on the back check. Sends it up the far side wall. Gemma can't control it. St. Clair Shores control it. Centering pass. Slides all the way through the zone over to the near side wall. Send in deep. Loose. And Camille will get a glove on it. Stop play. We get a whistle. 7:18 to go in the first period. Scores 2-0. St. Clair Shores. They'll take a defensive zone draw. Jocelyn comes in. Puck comes into the center, pressure by Jocelyn, out to the D. It's the blue line now. More pressure by Jocelyn. Sending it out deep, goes in behind the net. Winger gets there, but Avery steals it. Passes over to Jocelyn. Can't control the puck. And Jocelyn knocks it out. Sends it down there. I think that would be an icing call, and it will. And there's a whistle. 6:54 to go in the first period. North Stars down on this one 2-0. We'll take a defensive zone draw. Jocelyn will take it far side die. One back to the left winger for the St. Clair Shores. And Brady will get it up the near side wall. Send in deep. Slot now picked up by Reagan, who dumps it out of the zone. And I don't think that one will be icing. They're going to wave that one off. North Stars need to attack the puck. Both wingers stop skating on the play. Now good defense by Cora. Back to Michaela on her backhand against the wall. Kept in deep. We'll get a line change. St. Clair Shore sends it in deep. Now goes in behind the net. Now picked up by Stella. Sends it off the board up to Kai. Kai's going to turn. All three forwards on the same side of the ice. Neutral zone battle. Sent to the far side wall. Now picked up by Michaela, who passes it up to Hunter, who can't connect. Hunter with the pressure. Into the corner now. Kai with the pressure. Center on the wall. Stella comes out of the zone. Red line now. Cora going to change. St. Clair Shores drives it in. On net. And we get a whistle. Camille made the save. We'll get a line change. 5:22 to go in the first period. North Stars down 2-0. So they'll take another defensive zone draw. Mallory will be with Zoe and Gemma. Wins it back to Avery. Avery overskates the puck. Mallory's still battling off the wall now. Up to Zoe. Mallory and Zoe collide with each other. Zoe takes down a St. Clair Shores player. Avery gets over there. Pass it up to Gemma. Pass it up now to Mallory, who can't control it. Zoe attacks it. Pressure, but they pass up to the right wing. Emsley has it now. Backhand pass up into the center. Pressure by Mallory. Pressure by Zoe. Mallory smacks it toward the wall. And stolen by St. Clair Shores. They're going to drive it up the neutral zone. Zoe's out there, throws a stick at it. Now drops her stick. And cross ice pass to St. Clair Shores with the right wing. Sends it into the slot. Pass got through. Whiffed by the St. Clair Shores player. Picked up by Reagan. Going to carry it up. Overskates the puck. Backhand pass to the center. Zoe's still out there. She needs to change. Pressure along the wall by Reagan. Sent in deep. Pressure by Jocelyn now. Right there, the North Stars got a shot on net. Good pressure. That was all Jocelyn with the pressure. And now comes out of the zone center ice, and Emsley goes down. Good help by Avery. Attacked the player and knocked it free into the far side wall. She comes back, gets the puck, and then she loses control of it. Still battling behind the wall. She goes down, centering pass now to Braley. Braley passes up to Reagan. Reagan sends it and deep. And we'll get a line change. So St. Clair Shores will come away with it, send it up. Back to Michaela. That's going to be an icing call. 3:14 to go. North Star is really having a hard time with their connecting passes today. So we'll take a defensive zone draw. We'll get a lane change. Cora comes in with Hunter and Kai. Comes into the center slot. Now back to the lefty for St. Clair Shores. Now stolen by Cora, who swings and misses. Michaela has it in the corner, up the wall, tries to get it to Hunter. St. Clair Shores steals it. Loose in the corner. Picked up now by Cora. Cora tries to skate in the center. Almost turned it over. Stella tried to pass it to Hunter. Back to the center of the ice. Pressure by Hunter. Now the near side wall. Cora sends it in deep. She's going to change. Hunter's still out there. Puck bounced weird. Came back to the near side wall. Pressure by Hunter. Knocked it free. Kept into the blue line by Stella. Now to Mallory. Mallory swings and misses. Loose in the neutral zone. Zoe with the pressure, but she's on the wrong side of the ice. Gemma's over there helping on Zoe's side. Get it up. Cross ice pass. Can't connect to Zoe. I think she saw Zoe. Centering pass to St. Clair Shores. Good defense by Stella. Now Gemma's there helping on the Zoe side. It's it up to Zoe. Knocked away by St. Clair Shores. St. Clair Shores drives it up the ice into the center slot defensive zone now. Goes into the corner. Michaela there. Smacks it up the wall. Back to the lefty. Bounces off of Jocelyn, who's in now for Mallory. And who else is in there now? That's Michaela battling behind the wall. Centering pass. Zoe off of Zoe's skate. Centering pass again by off the wall. Kept in by the lefty for St. Clair Shores. 1:18 to go in the first. Now to Gemma, who clears the zone. Good clear by Gemma. I think that was Gemma. Gemma going to change. Who went down? Jocelyn went down. That was a 4-on-2 going the other way. Dumped into the goalie, center slot. Kept in at the blue line by the right D. Pressure by Michaela. Good defense. Up the wall. No winger there. St. Clair Shores centering pass right on to Camille. She had to make a save. Michaela smacks her out the blue line right to the right D. Blocked by Jocelyn. And in behind the net. Loose puck. Braley gets there first. Good hustle by Braley. She'll drive it up the ice. You got Reagan on the right. Tries to get a cross ice pass. Keeps at it. Good work by Braley there. She needs to stay on her feet. Hit by Reagan that time, and she goes down. Mallory is out there. The lines are all messed up. Mallory can't catch the puck. Back check by Mallory. Drives in. Gets in there. Takes the player down. Oh, they're going to call Mallory for a penalty. 4.5 seconds to go. It was good, hard physical play by Mallory. The referee didn't like it when the player went down. So that'll put the St. Clair Shores on a power play for a minute and a half, 4.4 seconds left to go in the first period. They'll take the far side draw, and Hunter stays out there with Kai. That will be the end of the first period. North Stars down 2-0. Well, I would say that was a rough first period for the North Stars there.
Don't know that they could have came out much slower.
Pretty much the entire roster. Just not sharp at all. So we'll see if they can bounce back here in the second period. They still have another minute 26 to go to kill off the penalty by Mallory. Probably an interference call. I didn't see what exactly he called. So Hunter will stay out there with Kai. And the St. Clair Shores wins the draw. Loose now along the near side wall. Hunter gets there, bangs it deep into the wall, down the ice. That's a good play by Hunter. Both forwards now attacking the puck on a penalty kill, though. They're not careful. They're going to end up on the Rod's wrong side of the numbers. And now they might be. Good hustle back by Kai, though. Great job by Kai. Great job by Emsley. She has it up on her stick. She's going to drive up the ice. Hunter's going to go with her. Hunter needs to widen out. She tries to widen out, and Emsley stays on her forehand. Shots on net. Bouncing puck loose at the center. Kai's there. Kai gets it, sends it through the slot. Nobody there, though. North Star's Kai changing. It's now 4-on-3. Driving into the center ice. Camille makes a save. And that's a clear. That'll be dumped. They're going to wave off the icing. Good. Oh, no, I guess they will get an icing. I thought he waved it off. He went like this and waved off the icing. The other referee blew the whistle. Apparently, they. Not sure why he waved it off. He went up. He went wide side with his arms there, which waves off icing, but they called icing. So defensive zone draw. Zoe will take the draw. She wins it. Nice win by Zoe. And then Stella sends it right back to the left D at the corner. And then Zoe overskates. Then she hooks the D, goes down. No call somehow. That very well could have been a penalty on Zoe. Zoe sends it up. The player for St. Clair Shores is in pain. She's gone down. And she's still hurting. She must have landed weird when she got tripped by Zoe. It didn't look like she twisted anything. She may have landed weird on the ice and her pad not caught her. It's 12:38 to go in the 12:38 to go in the first period. I'm sorry, second period. That player will change. So let's see, 4 seconds left in the penalty kill from North Stars. So he's going to stay out there with Gemma and Stella and Michaela on the penalty kill for the next 4 seconds. Another good draw win by Zoe, but Stella sends it right back to the right D, who swings and misses on it. Zoe will come out. Mallory will come out of the box. Zoe sends it in. It's on net. Full North Stars go to the puck. Mallory's out there now. She attacks it, knocks it away. Back to Gemma. Gemma's going to change. Zoe needs to attack. She is. Up the wall. Clears out. Gets fast. They'll go in deep. Let's see if that's going to be icing. No, they're going to call a tip. Pass. So no icing. Back to Michaela. Pass up to Zoe. Zoe needs to pass quick. Now to Mallory. Let's see if Mallory can make a play. Someone needs to skate with her. Mallory gets there. Centering pass. The other forward did not skate with her on the play. Reagan gets there. Reagan needs to attack. Jocelyn gets there. Rayleigh now sends it by hand and net to the far wall and out of the zone. Avery now is in over to Michaela. Michaela sends it in deep. Jocelyn drives and digs deep. Sends it around the board. And Reagan can't get to it. That'll go in deep. And Avery passes up to Reagan. Reagan She gets knocked away. She goes down. And all three forwards standing side by side with each other. Puck goes in deep, and Hunter is attacking the puck. And St. Clair Shores drives up the ice along the wall, sent in. That shot's on net. Camille's got to make a save. Pass off the wall back to the blue line. Comes out of the zone. Hunter takes the player out. No call. And it'll be offsides on St. Clair Shores. 10:21 to go in the second period. North Star's down 2-0. So we'll get a line change. Lines are all jumbled up now. Let's see who's out there. Mallory's out there, Kai's out there, and Hunter's out there. Mallory wins the draw back to Avery. Avery tries to pass it off the wall to Hunter. Near side. Hunter gets a stick on it. She goes down. Two players go down. Hunter hits a player. And St. Clair Shore is going to drive. Misses the net wide to the far side board. Kai drives over there. Back to the blue line. That's going to be on net. Good stick work by Avery there. Avery tries to get it off the wall to Hunter. Had Hunter and Mallory. Now to Kai. Kai's going to drive it up. She's under pressure now. She needs to be quick with a pass. And loses control of it. Back to Emsley. Over the far side wall neutral zone. Now back to Avery. Off the wall. That's probably going to be an icing call. And it is. 9:34 to go. Second period. We'll get a line change. Let's see who comes in there. We got Jocelyn, Zoe, and Gemma. So lines are all mixed up from that penalty. With Stella and Michaela on defense. They'll take a defensive zone far side dot. And the North Star, the St. Clair Shores wins the draw. Send it in deep. It bounces off the back wall. St. Clair Shores comes away with it. Centering pass right to the player. Shot. Ooh, just misses short side by about a foot. Loose puck. Out of in the zone. Send in down the wall and behind. Out of Michaela. Up the wall to Gemma. Needs to chip it out. And North Stars can't get it out. Back to Michaela. Off the wall. Bounces. That one's not going to be icing. Zoe's going to attack it. St. Clair Shores drives it up the wall, past Zoe. Now past Jocelyn. Drives hard up. Shot. Save by Camille. That was on net. Good save by Camille. Bounced off the wall. Now to Zoe. Just sends it up. That's going to be an icing call. And we get a line change. 8:33 to go. North Stars just struggling with connecting passes and being properly spaced. Defensive zone draw. Mallory comes in with Hunter and Rayleigh. Near side dot. Mallory wins the draw back to Loose. Mallory swings. We'll get it out of the zone. Chase reaches after it. Pressure by Hunter. Now Loose. All the forwards together side by side, standing in a pile again. Sends it in deep into the near side corner back to Avery. Avery sends it up to Hunter, who tries a one-time pass to Mallory. Swings and misses. Puck driven into the center ice, deflects off Emsley. Sent back in deep again, now into the defensive corner. And centering pass to Braley now needs to get out. She can't get a stick on it. Now to Emsley along the wall. And Braley going to drive it up. Poked away. Now it's still loose. Into the zone. Hunter going to change. Mallory going to change. Braley going to change. All right, send it deep. Should be an icing call. No, they wave it off. Now into the corner, defensive zone. Avery's there. Jocelyn comes over to help. Kai in the middle. Gemma up. Drives in by the St. Clair Shores player. Kylie off the wall. Can't get it off the wall, though. Emsley's there. Now it's a 2-on-1. Driven in through. Goes to the near side wall. Gemma gets there. It's a battle. Jocelyn comes over. Avery's there. The winger needs to be wide. Needs to be a breakout pass. Wide. Smacks off the wall. Now to Kai, who St. Clair Shore takes out their own player. Now to Gemma. It's a 2-on, but Gemma overskates the puck. Driven in now by St. Clair Shores. Right down the slot. Shot. Misses wide and over the net. Far side board now. St. Clair Shores gets there. North Stars giving up a lot of space in the defensive zone. 6 minutes to go now in the second period. North Stars make a change. Has a tough change. It's a farce. Shot on net. Camille makes a save, deflects it into the corner. Now it's another shot. Emsley steals it. Backside pass. Tries to get it back to now up to Mallory. That's a 3-on-2. If everyone skates, Zoe's got to stay wide. Mallory makes a move. Drives. She gets hit and knocked down. No call. Back to the blue line. Deflected. Loose. Goes in behind the net. Mallory. Centering pass. She probably had time to take that around. All three forwards stand behind the net now. Back to the blue line. And North St. Clair Shores wins the battle. Back to Stella. Stella will skate behind the net. The left winger needs to be wide. Stella's going to drive it up the ice. And loses control. Now to Mallory. Mallory sends it. And it'll be outside. Very, very disjointed play by the North Stars. Really struggling. Looks like they're going to have a goalie change for the St. Clair Shores team. St. Clair Shores wins the draw, sends it. Shot right on net. Camille makes a beautiful glove save. So Jocelyn's going to take the draw in the defensive zone, near side dot with Reagan and Braley. Oh my goodness. The puck trickled, bounced off a player, went through, got to Camille and almost went in the net. Braley overgets the puck. She's still working at it. It's onside. It's in the offensive zone now. Now comes out. All three forwards standing next to each other again. Now picked up by Stella. Defensive zone. Tries to pass it up to Reagan now. Right wing. And stolen by St. Clair Shores. Reagan just picks it up and sends it to the right D for St. Clair Shores. Right winger brings it in. Center slot. Shot. Saved by Camille. Camille's probably got about 10, 12 saves so far this game already. 4:01 to go in the third. So we'll get a line change. And then we'll have Kai. Cora will come out and take the draw with Cora and Hunter. Defensive zone. And now banged into the slot. Pass right back to the left D for St. Clair Shores. Goes in behind the net. Battle along the wall there. 2-on-2 battle. Cora's there. Who else is that? Avery? I think that's Avery. Yeah. Still loose along the wall. Referee say play on. Still loose. Avery comes away with a good job. Good battle win by the North Stars. Then she loses the puck in the corner. Another battle along the wall. And Kai will come away with it. Kai's going to drive it up the ice. Let's see if she can get control of it. And she just loses control. Kai lost the puck and went in behind the net. Good effort by Kai. Back to the blue line. Avery sends it. Mallory's in there now. Chased after it. Change direction. Good change direction by St. Clair Shores. Up the wall and will come out, bounce off the wall and come out of the zone. Avery hustling back to get it. Now in the defensive zone. We get a line change. Zoe's out there. Hemsley comes up. Far side wall. And that will come out of the zone. Let's see if that will be icing or not. I can't see the puck. Zoe attacking it. Zoe gets there. No call. Tries to center pass it. Loose. Gemma tries to pass it to Mallory. Deflected by Zoe now. Centering pass. Gets past Mallory. And clears the zone. Emsley will come over to help out. Poked away at. Still in the zone now for St. Clair Shores. Sending deep in behind Camille. 2:14 to go in the period. Michaela off the wall up to the winger. That's Zoe. Zoe changes direction, passes it right to the St. Clair Shores player. Mallory with the clear. Right back to the left D for St. Clair Shores at the red line now. St. Clair Shores overskates the puck. Back to Michaela. St. Clair Shores with it in the corner. Good defense by Michaela. It's going to be a centering pass right through the slot, though. Zoe takes out a player. Emsley is going to make a drive up. She's got Gemma. Yep, she's got to pass that one. Got to stay with her head up on that one. And gets past Michaela at the blue line. D pass to Emsley. Driven, drives it in, sends it in now. Mallory's still out there. She's going to attack the puck, pass up the wall to Reagan. Reagan gets it knocked away. It's in the feet of Mallory. Backhands it. Now to Reagan. And poked away and out of the zone. D pass now to Stella. Knocked away by St. Clair Shores. That's now a 2-on-1. Shots on net. Glove save by Camille. Good job by Camille. 51 seconds to go in the second period. North Stars down 2-0. I'm not sure if the North Stars have had any shots on net the second period at all. Maybe one. Defensive zone draw. One back to the left D for St. Clair Shores. Shot. And deflected away by Michaela. Another bouncing pass. Loose. Got to the slot. St. Clair Shores got it on net with a backhand chip. But Camille was there to gather it up. So we'll get another defensive zone draw. Mallory comes in. Hunter on right with Kai on left. Mallory wins another draw win. Good job by Mallory with the draw wins. And back to left T, sends it through the slot. Now over the far side wall, into the slot again, up to Hunter. Hunter smacks it. See if Kai can get there. Mallory's hustling. She needs to go to the good pressure. Now they lost their spacing. Pressure by Hunter, knocks it free. Trying to get it on her backhand. Kai with the pressure. Now Michaela, hard shot through the slot. Mallory there backhand. And she gets it deflected away. And up the ice goes the St. Clair Shores. So Mallory and Hunter trailing the play, and that will be the end of the second period. North Stars continue to struggle with their offensive passing and spacing. Maybe one shot on net. In that second period there for the North Stars. Camille playing really well again. She probably has 6 or 8 saves in that period alone. So we'll have another 14-minute period. Get a shot of our Santa walking around yet. Santa's here, strolling around. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. He doesn't look like the right shape and size for a Santa.
I have heard snake look more now.
I heard Ozempic is for everyone. So maybe that's what we're looking at. A little Santa Ozempic action. The teams will come back out for the start of the third period. And we'll get a line change out here. No, Mallory stays out there. Hunter on right with Kyle left. Mallory's win rate on draws have been very high today. She wins another draw back to Avery, who cannot connect with Kai. Centering pass from Emsley, who drove it up. Around the wall now. Kept in the blue line by Avery. More pressure. Mallory gets her stick lifted, and she can't get to the puck. Good defense by St. Clair Shores. She would have had it. And cleared back to the neutral zone to the left D. It's a red line now. And sent in back to Emsley. Cross ice pass. Back to the right wing. Mallory comes off. Jocelyn. Looks like we might have a penalty. Let's see if we're going to have a penalty here. That's going to be a penalty on Hunter for knocking down a St. Clair Shores player. Gordy's got something to say to the referee. So we'll go on another penalty kill for the North Stars. Camille with another save. Take a neutral zone draw. Comes over to the side there. Over at St. Clair Shores will win this draw. Lefty will send it into the zone. 12:45 to go. Back to Stella, who tries to get up to Gemma. Back to the left D. D pass to the right D. No pressure at all on the right D. And it's a shot on net with Camille making the save. St. Clair Shores win the draw again. Another shot on net. Another shot. We're off the rebound. Now behind the net, St. Clair Shores wins another battle. Another shot. Another loose puck. Another still loose. Camille finally gets a glove on it, freezes the puck. We get a whistle. Right side D shot. Save. Far side wall. And behind the net now to Michaela. Swings and misses. Pressure by St. Clair Shores. Mallory gets there. Passes it over to Gemma. Bounces away from Gemma. She carries it up the ice. Mallory needs to skate up the ice. Not sure what's happening. Mallory has stopped skating. Now attacks it. Now picks it up on her back, and now she gets it taken away. North Stars 3-on-3, driven up the near side board, gets past Michaela, shot, deflects. Shot through the ice by the right D, up the wall to Gemma. Sends it up the wall, out the board. That'll be an icing call. 11:01 to go in the third. Maybe Stanton's doing exercises. Maybe he's doing stair step. Back to the right D for St. Clair Shores. DG pass pressure by Reagan gets it out of the zone. Now up to Braley. Bounces off of her stick and dumped in deep. Most of the game here has been played in the defensive zone for the North Stars again. Same thing happened against Kensington Valley. Now picked up by Jocelyn. Makes a move. North Stars need to skate. Reagan gets it. Drives it up. Sends it. Passes it right to the other player for St. Clair Shores. Sends it off the wall, near side wall. The far side wall. Send in deep now. Avery's going to hustle there. Centering pass. Driven on net. And Camille makes the save. 10:05 to go, 2-0. Are the St. Clair Shores. I can't remember their nickname. Remember what St. Clair Shores nickname is? Their mascot name?
Saints.
Saints. That's what it is. The Saints. That would help me a lot better in the first period. All right, Mallory comes in. They get a shift change. Hunter in. Kai in. One to the side. Now to Emsley. Sends it off the board. Right back to the blue line to the right D. Trickles into the slots on net. Off the stick of Camille. Goes to the far side wall. Now Hunter's there. Centering pass right into the center slot of the defensive zone. And driven in. Now Mallory. And the puck will trickle over the blue line. And picked up by Kai. Backhand pass into the offensive zone. And up the wall from St. Clair Shores. Mallory picks it up. Shoots. Loose on net. Goldie makes a save. First shot on net in quite some time for the North Stars. 9:25 to go in the third. We get a line change. Let's see. Zoe's out there now with Jocelyn and Gemma. St. Clair Shores Saints win the draw back to the right G. And it comes out of the zone. That should be an icing call. They better call icing, and they do. So we'll get another offensive zone draw. One back. Just Stella drives it in. Gemma tries to send it to the slot. Bounced away, deflected away. Zoe goes down with an air ball. Saints in neutral zone. Picked up now. Zoe with a back check. Saints player goes down. Now to Michaela behind the net. Tries to pass off to. That's a good pass. They've been practicing that play. Gemma tries cross-ice pass. Can't connect. Zoe with the pressure. Drives in. Let's see if she stays on her feet. She does. Good pressure by Zoe that time. Chops at it. Knocks the player down. No call. Michaela makes a move. Let's see if she drives in. She does. Oh, now she had room and space to drive that in. She sent it in quick. I'm sure Jason will show her that one on film. Loose puck. Still loose. Still loose. That was a high shot, and it was headed right toward Camille's glove hand. A bounced off Camille's glove hand, went down on the ice, and they got two more whacks at it. Camille finally got a stoppage of play. So we get a line change. Haven't seen Cora in a while here. I'm not sure if we've lost Cora or not. Shot back to the left D. Avery, far side wall battle. She gets taken into the wall. There's going to be a penalty on the Saints. And there should be a whistle. No whistle? I think we got a problem. I think we got a confused referee here. I think he was going to call a penalty on the Saints. He can't figure out who it is now. And so hopefully he doesn't call the wrong player. He's gonna wave it off. Oh, I think he did get the right one. Yeah, he screwed up. He realizes he messed up. But he will ultimately get. Now Hunter's going to take a draw. So I think we've lost Cora. I'm not sure what happened to Cora. Cora not feeling well. So she's sitting down right now. Zoe's on the bench consoling her, it looks like. So they're running with two centers right now. So Hunter's going to come on, they're going to call an icing call there. It's just a hard, far pass by Emsley, didn't connect. 7:24 to go in the third. North Star's down 2-0. Probably 4 shots on net for the game. And maybe 12 to 15 shots on net for the Saints. We'll take a defensive zone. Hunter will take the draw. Send it to near side to Kai. It's in Kylie's legs. She passes it right back to the right D. Now to Zoe. Finally clears the zone. Gets past the D. Kai's going to attack it. And she gets to it, but can't control the puck. Sent off the near side wall. Hunter just swings and whacks it right to the players of the Saints player. And I think we're on a power play. We are. So Saints are going to hold on to as long as they can. Now under pressure. Now back to Emsley. She's got room and space. Now to Kai. Kai's got room. She overskates a little bit. Sends it in deep. North Star spacing just not well. Hunter gets a shot on net. And then Zoe gets wiped out as she attacked the puck to the goalie. The D wiped her out. She goes down. No call. So now Mallory will come in with Fraley and Mallory wins it to Rayleigh. Rayleigh sends it. Almost got it to still on a power play for North Star. 10 seconds left. Send it back to the lefty. Send it back now. It's back into the defensive zone. 6:17 to go. And that'll be icing call. So Braley almost got that pass to Gemma, and the Saints got a stick on it and just deflected away at the last second before it got to Gemma. Gemma was in a good spot. So they're going to have the winger switch side. Mallory steps in for the draw, and the Saints win the draw. Pass it right back to Michaela. Michaela rips one, bounces, hits a stick. Mallory with the pressure. Now to Now, good play. There's a little connected play. Mallory with the pressure. Puck came back to Braley. Braley passed it to Gemma. Gemma got a backhand shot off. Goalie made it save. Now we'll take the near side dot defensive draw. 6:03 to go. Mallory will set up and try to win this back to her D. Mallory tries to get there, and she just doesn't get to the puck. So back to 5-on-5. Braley skating, reaching, and gets away over to Braley now, or Stella, who swings and misses on it. Mallory tries to pass it back. There's no winger there at the wall. And pass up to Gemma. So cleared out of the zone. Mallory skates after pressure, knocks it free. And St. Clair Shores clears the puck, drives it in. Mallory changing. Gemma's there. Braley's there. Back to the winger. The blue line now. Jocelyn comes in for Mallory. Loose puck. Gemma passes it right back to the lefty for St. Clair Shores. Driven in the slot. Now back to Gemma. She's got time. Nice, good effort. Now we're not spaced out again. The left winger's not spaced out to the left side. Two forwards standing next to each other at the red line. Michaela picks it up in the defensive zone. Kai comes in for pass up. Deflects off of Jocelyn's stick. Still in the defensive zone. And Michaela can't control it. Now to Kai. And she gets outworked there by the Saints player. Shot driven on net. Good stick save by Camille. 4:10 to go. St. Clair Shores drives it. Now stolen by Kai. Makes a move. Good job by Kai. So you got up. If she passes up, Kai will have a breakaway. Let's see if she can score. Shot. And good play by the goalie for the Saints. And now Zoe's going to go down and take a penalty. There'll be a penalty on Zoe. St. Clair Shores will drive it in. Back to the right D for St. Clair Shores. And that will be a penalty call on Zoe. Zoe will go to the box. Yeah.
I'm very to see Zoe.
Up the wall, back to the left D. Shot right through the slot. Oh, another shot by the North, or the, oh my goodness. 3:22 to go. In the game. North Star's lucky to be down just 2-0 on this one. And so they're on a penalty kill. Mallory's out there with Braley and Avery and Emsley. Shot. Camille, what to say? Back to Mallory. Mallory gets it stolen. Pass back to the wall, back to the right D. Bounces off the net in the front of the slot. Shot blocked by Emsley. Now to Braley on a penalty kill. Emsley will come away with the offer skate. Back to the blue line. Pressure by Emsley. Knocked away by Mallory. Up to Emsley. And she'll try to drive up. The Saints will knock it away. Up the wall to Avery. Saints drive it in. Shot short side. Misses by 6 feet. Now behind the net. 2:34 to go. Can't get it out. And who's out there now? It's Avery swinging to miss the Saints. Shot and score. poor defensive effort by the North Stars there. So they'll put the Saints up 3-0. Now with 2:21 to go in the third. So the North Stars have been flat the whole game right from the very beginning, and it's been a struggle today. Hopefully they can rebound tomorrow. So Jocelyn back out with Kylie and Reagan. Jocelyn wins the draw back to the far side board to Stella, who tried to pass it up. Now to Kai. Comes over and it will drive it up. 3-on-2. She'll look to make a move. She tries the, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Backhand center. Now to Reagan. Shot. And she can't get on it. Kind of swung and missed. Kai comes over to help. Far side wall. Back to Stella. Stella will fire. It's on net. Goalie makes a save. Flexing behind the zone. Kylie with the pressure. Back to Michaela. Sends it back deep in the corner. Jocelyn chases it in. 1:40 to go in the game. Up the wall. Into the corner now. The Saints will come in behind the net. Drive up. Kai comes over. Centering pass to nobody. North Stars look like they've lost their zest. Now, North Stars look disinterested right now. Along the near side wall, battle. Saints come away with it. Shot. Goalie makes another save. Mallory tries to carry it out. Backhand pass right to the D. Shot deflected by Hunter that time. Saints another centering pass right to Camille. Now to Gemma. Passes it off the wall. Almost got there. Mallory picks it up, drives it up. 30 seconds to go. Makes a move. Her backhand. Oh, almost got there. She had Hunter. Probably should have passed that with Hunter. Hunter was wide open on the left-hand side. Driving to the far post. Mallory off of Mallory's stick. Can't control it. Very flat play by the North Stars today by the entire roster. Comes out of the zone. Stella, far hand pass. Guess we had an offside call. D will change that with 8 seconds to go. So we'll take the neutral zone draw. Let's see who's out there. Avery Emsley come out. Mallory will take the draw with Hunter and Gemma. Mallory will win it back. Goes past the D though. And both D trying to skate there. Neil sends it to the corner. That'll be the end of the game. North Stars will drop this one 3-0. So hopefully they can rebound to tomorrow with a little bit better effort. North Stars will get the weekend off next weekend. They'll have practice times, but no games. Oh, yeah, we play Bigby late Sunday night on the 14th. I forgot about that.